Hello, friend, and welcome to our SonLight Devotional for today. I'm reading in Genesis chapter 43 and verse 1. And the famine was sore in the land. In life, sometimes things get worse before they get better. The good news is that if we'll trust God, God can turn things around in His time and bring good out of bad. It will get better. Hold to the promise of God, and you'll find the God of the promise holding to you. Here in Jacob's life, God was moving providentially to get him down to Egypt. He, along with his other sons, there he had already sent Joseph ahead of them, unknown to Jacob, but yet God was working and God had a plan. Joseph was sent there, he said to his brothers later on, to save many souls alive, to help many people, including them and their loved ones. What they meant unto evil, God meant unto good. God was working. God was not only going to bless Jacob and his sons through Joseph, but he was going to forge a new nation there in Egypt. God had a plan that he was working. The famine was a part of that plan. I'm thinking about the circumstance that is before us right now. Things that we have not chosen, things that we have no control over. Yet there is a God in heaven who has a purpose and a plan. God is using the circumstances of our lives right now to move us in directions, in ways that we would have never thought, would have never perhaps even chosen on our own. But yet God has a plan. God is at work. God is directing us through all of these different challenges before us. May God help us to deal with them in faith, knowing that God goes before us. He orders our steps, and God knows what He's doing right now. He is trustworthy. May we lean upon the Lord and His word and not our own understanding. God has promised to direct our paths. Would you trust Him right now if things are bearing down on you and you're forced to make decisions that you had not thought about or considered previously? This is a time to deal with this in faith, to look to God and say, Lord, what wilt thou have me to do? I remember when our son Caleb would pray after family altar when he was a little boy. I'd say, lead us in prayer, Caleb. And he'd get down on one knee. I can see it now. And it'd always end his prayer with these words, show me what you want me to do, Lord, and I'll do it. I've never forgotten those words. I still pray that prayer myself to the Lord. I prayed it again today more than once. Show me what you want me to do, Lord, and I'll do it. God wants us to be yielded to Him. God wants us to look to Him and say, Lord, I trust you. And I am confident that you know who I am, you know where I am, you know what I need, and you know where you're leading me and directing my steps even now. May the Lord help us to come down on the side of looking to Him, leaning on Him, trusting in Him, knowing that He can bring good out of this present bad. God has a purpose. God has a plan. Don't you want to know what that is? We want to not only know God's will, but we want to delight in doing God's will for our lives. May we look to the Lord and trust Him and be confident in Him that He is leading us even now through these challenging circumstances. God bless you.